Once Snoop died, the torch was passed to me. And baby, I did the very best I could. Keep in mind, that's not my mama. That's my grandmama. She has living children. Okay? She do. You might not believe it, but she do. But yet everybody sits up and pinpoints their finger at Shell and what she doing wrong. And she allowed this and that to happen. And blah, blah, blah. Well, if you feel like I was so wrong and the job I did was so poor, why didn't you step in and intervene? I didn't stop you. I didn't stop nobody. You felt like I had too many people over here. That was my circle. My husband, my stepdaughter, my kids. Yep, we are a circle. And my thing is, if everybody in the family was involved in taking care of her, it wouldn't have been no room for them to come in. It wouldn't have been no room. But they saw I needed help. And I thank God for them every day, because I couldn't have did it without them. I thank God. And that's the only person that can judge me, y'all. That's the only person. I don't regret a thing. I started Lottery Frappin Laughs. Yes, I did. Because I knew my grandmother was talented. I knew she missed her calling. She been like that all my life. Okay? All my life. It's hard, Randy. It's hard. I tried. Lord knows I listens to y'all. Don't let people get to me. But it's so, I'm human. It's only so much I can ignore, especially when it's coming from family. That's why I say it be your own. And believe it or not, y'all, I get more love and support from y'all than I do people that's pumping the same blood as me. But yet they got time to sit up and judge and say they got a sixth sense. They see what's going on. They can pinpoint this and they can pinpoint that. It just amazes me how people with all of this sixth sense and they can pinpoint this and pinpoint that in other folks, but can't pinpoint it in themselves. Please make that make sense, y'all. Why can't you pinpoint it in yourself? I sit back and I used to listen to people talk about all of the trouble that they go through when their loved ones is sick and going through funerals and all this other kind of stuff. And I used to think to myself, wow, that's a shame. And I'd be damned if I ain't going through it myself. Everybody judging. Oh, she did this. She shouldn't have put her on the internet. She shouldn't have did this. But I'm going to tell you this. It was quiet. Nobody had nothing to say until she became popular. That's when everybody come out with their opinions and they shoulda, woulda, couldas and they this and that and they didn't. When she became popular, oh, now my name is Mud. Oh, y'all pissed. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I made the last days of my grandmother's life amazing. She got to experience stuff her own husband didn't show her. Her own children. She got to experience stuff she never thought she would have experienced in her life. Her life ain't been the best. So, okay? It hasn't. So I did everything in my power to make sure her last years of life would be remarkable. Was there some messiness involved? Yes. Did I do everything perfect? Hell no. Because I'm not perfect. I fall short every single day. With my children, with my grandmother, with myself. Yes. I'm not perfect. None of this came with an instruction manual. Raising a child with autism? Whoa. That's a job within itself. That I know I'm making some wrongs or I'm not doing right. Taking care of my I've never taken care of somebody like this before in my life. Why is my phone dark? Can y'all see me? Never. And I'm sorry, y'all, to even bring this to y'all, but I'm so sick of every day I'm getting blow after blow after blow. I'm getting woke up to the Shell Bell page that I created is animated and fake. Why? Because I'm not blowing the blood in y'all face and saying, you feel me? No. Because that's not me. I'm not going to blow no blunt in y'all face. That's his life and this is mine. You think my shit is animated. I think yours is ghetto. That's called an opinion. It's an opinion. Everybody got one. So what? Everybody feels like they entitled. At the end of the day, I don't owe nobody nothing, and Holla don't owe nobody nothing. This is something we did. And like I say, it wasn't a problem. Everything was fine until she became monetized. I'm just going to say it. I didn't you could hear a pin drop in that house. But until she became monetized, Shell ought to be ashamed of herself. For what? Making a way for her and her family? If that's what I should be ashamed about, then, baby, so be it. I did what I had to do to make a way for me, my family, and my grandmama. I did it. And will hold my chest up and say I did it proudly. She got to do things and experience things her last days that she never experienced in her 97 years of life. She's tired now. And she should be able to rest in peace. But she got all of this mess going around. From family. And baby, blood don't make you family. I'm going to say that. Blood don't make you family. And Lord knows when the dust settles, y'all, I'm going on with my life. Me, my children, and my husband. And I'm going to tell you, it ain't going to be nothing different. Because prior to all of this, I didn't mess with none of them then. And watch something change after she gone. Why? So let's keep it a buck. In the words of my brother, I'm going to keep it a buck. I did the very best that I could for my grandmother. And in the midst of all of that, I had to not only take care of her, my kids, myself. And people want to clown me because I quit my job. I sure did. And I made a way. So if you mad, stay mad.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us and thank you so much for watching. So what you just seen is a video of Grandma Holla's granddaughter coming out to defend herself against the people that say that she should not have set up a GoFundMe page after the passing of her grandmother. You know, they claim that she had a lot of social media accounts that were set up, you know, which were being viewed by thousands and millions of viewers, and that these pages were monetized. So there are claims that, you know, they had TikToks, they had YouTube, they had Instagram, and that all these pages were monetized, and therefore a lot of money was being received, and therefore there is no need to set up a GoFundMe page. Now she is challenging these ideas and saying that, listen, you know, everything is not what it seems like. People are saying that, you know, she should have even had life insurance, and she's saying that, you know, Grandma Holla was not as rich as everybody thinks. She wasn't as wealthy, and no, she didn't have life insurance. And on top of that, she's saying that Grandma Holla actually has biological children, and that none of her biological children looked after her when she was in a state of, when she was very ill. It was none of them looking after her. And now that they got to find out that, you know, her pages were monetized, now is the time when they came forward to criticize her and telling her that she was basically, you know, putting their grandma in the media, in the public eye, when this didn't matter before she got famous. And then why all of a sudden is it mattering? Why all of a sudden are they, you know, so concerned? And so she goes on to say that, you know, she doesn't have as much money as people think she does, and that people should really stop to criticize her and appreciate the fact that she was looking after and taking care of her grandmother and looking in the best interest of her grandmother. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think that they should have set up a GoFundMe page, or, you know, it's not really relevant at this point? Please do let me know.